Hi guys.
Shit, sorry.
You're like, give me that. Hey guys, welcome to Ejekasoro, and today we have Carmel, one of my close friends from high school, and she's a nail technician, and today we're going to get my nails done. So I'm just going to be asking her a couple of questions about her life, her business, and many more other things. So yeah, today can't wait to get my nails done. It's been a while. But yeah, so I'm just going to ask you, like, how have you been? Like,
yeah, I've been good. I literally have nothing to complain about with life. So yeah, I'm in a good place.
That's good. How about your family? Like, is everyone okay? Like,
yeah, we're all healthy, working, doing as much as we can.
For those who don't know, like I said before, like Carmel was one of my friends in high school. When did I can't remember like how we actually met. All I know was like you were kind of like popular, like in high school.
I was not.
I kind of think you were like.
No, not at all. I think a lot of people just knew who I was, but I wasn't like. I don't think I was probably just kind of like in the middle.
True. But it was quite weird, like how we became friends because, like, I don't know if we're like, I don't know how we got close. I don't know if it was because of food or someone in like some other group of friends that we had, but yeah, I don't really know.
No,
like,
you know what it was? It was. Do you remember that time? The car boot sale place.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know why, but I mean, I don't mind now, but back then, I don't know, just because of, that childish mindset, but I would be like so embarrassed to be like caught there. And then I remember asking you, I was like, oh, hiding behind these clothes, and then I came up to you and I was like, girl, let's just not tell anyone about this encounter.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh.
I remember we were in biology, and that's when I said to you, low key.
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
But we I think we got more closer after that moment, because then obviously you knew Dorcas.
Oh yeah.
You knew Dorcas, and I guess she just like put the group together, to be honest.
That's true. It was, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about that. It was so funny because you were like, don't tell anyone.
Let's not tell anyone, please. But yeah.
But it's quite weird, like how like we stayed in contact though after high school, and like look at you now, like you own your own business. I have Ejekasoro started.
You're in uni, almost graduating.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's just weird how like our life is turned around. Like we've gotten so far into this, like, and we're still doing well, especially this pandemic as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, what started, like, what made you go into nails?
Well, basically, I was in college doing access to nursing, that course, and then it was literally what I wanted to do my whole life, just because I've just been around it so much, I think. But then I feel like work experience. Oh, we did work experience together
work
as well.
experience with your mom. Your mom took us to that care place.
So obviously, like, and it wasn't working out. Like, work experience and placement is just so different.
Yeah,
like,
placement is different.
Because I enjoyed placement. Remember our foods?
Oh yeah. We were always looking for that fish and chips. That fish and chips, man, it hit different.
It was. And then what do you call it? After that, I just decided, you know what, I just need to take a gap year to really figure out what I want, because it's exhausting, being in education for all these years without a break and stuff like that,
and not knowing what you want to do
exactly.
as well. True.
So I dropped out and took a gap year, and then at this point I was just not in a good place. Like I kept like trying to do other things and it just wasn't working. But then my sister, she started to do like acrylic nails and stuff, but I never really took up the curiosity at first. And then I don't know, I just started doing it myself one day, and then my manager in flannels, she suggested me doing it, so I was like, okay, so then I just started like really like practicing and stuff, and I was actually really scared to take clients at first.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Rachel actually kept pushing me to take clients and building my confidence to like take clients, but even at that I was just scared.
Yeah.
But then my sister like asked me about making the beauty page because she does the lashes as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't think it was going to be anytime soon, you know. Girl, next day I was getting notifications from places I wasn't even knowing how I was getting these.
Yeah.
And then I realized, it's the page. So ever since then, I just took the clients, and that one gave me a really big push.
So would you say dropping out was like your best decision? Like,
yeah. I would say like obviously a lot of parents don't like to hear it. They always think that it's like the worst decision you could make. And a lot of people did tell me like once you take a gap year, you're never gonna go back. But it's like I didn't go back. I didn't not go back because I didn't want to. Yeah. But it was because I actually found something I wanted to do. Because I was actually gonna go in to do primary teaching.
Oh, okay.
But obviously then this started popping off, and yeah. That's how it started. Yep.
I never knew about the primary teaching one because I always knew you wanted to do nursing like for a very long time.
You know what's so weird about that as well? It's like I was still like really active in the going to church and stuff, and what do you call it? I kept asking, I kept praying for guidance and for him to, you know, get me a college place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the weirdest, this is how I know God is real. Because when I went to my college interview, the lady that was doing the interviews, she was like the head of the department.
Oh, okay.
Girl, she goes to my church.
Really?
If that's not God, I don't know who that is.
People don't understand the power like of God, man.
Like some people might just say, oh, it's a coincidence, blah blah blah, but
it's God.
I didn't even know she even worked it. Like I didn't even know this lady whatsoever. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Weird. I mean, obviously there's been other things, but that was one of the big things that like really opened my eyes.
So what do you have then like for the future for your nail business? Like how long have you actually been doing it for actually?
I took my first client in March, but obviously because of the pandemic I couldn't take clients the way I wanted to, so I literally didn't take any clients until I think it was right at the end of July when everything was just starting to open up again. So then I decided to open back up, and you know, ever since then I've just been I've just been busy. Like I've had like a quiet week, blah blah blah, but for the most part like it's just been popping since the start basically. It's quite, you know, a really big blessing.
So how was like your day like then in this like this field, like on a day-to-day? What do you do? Set up? So
what I do is I work Tuesdays to Saturdays. I used to start work at 10, but then I thought, okay, you know what, I'd rather like have my morning and stuff like that, and to do what I want rather than starting at 10 and being in a rush and being a mess.
Yeah.
So I work, and then I would normally finish work 8 o'clock, 7, 8, but then obviously now the way I was working in December, I overworked myself too much. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to start at 12 and take my last client at 4 so that I'm not overworking. Yeah, so you basically organize yourself for like the days and stuff. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I like to ask the client what they want a day or two before doing their nails. I don't need to ask them like a week in advance anymore. Yeah. Because I kind of have everything that they would really need. But good thing with Amazon Prime, you know, you get that next day delivery. So yeah. Yeah, that's good. So I would think that you would have like some funny stories like with people that you've done nails with, if you had have you had some bad nails experience? see with the nail stuff, like everyone says it like it's like a therapy session for yourself. Like, you talk about your, you know, stuff that you're going through.
Yeah.
Advice they need help with. I mean, you're more than just a nail tech. I feel like you're someone's like friend and therapist at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think the most absolute craziest thing someone ever told me was, it was so she works at like the 111 emergency service. Is that right?
111 emergency service.
111, when they call for like the emergency. Well, yeah, I think it was that number anyway, but she works with like the emergency service for the NHS, right? And then she got this call from like one of her just one of the people needing help, and he was saying how he needs help with this situation. And what had happened was, you know, they were getting real kinky in the bed. And he got a rat. He got a rat.
A rat, like an actual rat.
A real rat. They put a rat in the other guy's ass. Yeah, and what do you call it? You know, it was stuck.
So when they went to, was the rat still alive?
Well, for when it was going in, it was alive. And then, like, this isn't a lie. This is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what I'm saying isn't a lie. I don't know if she's exaggerating anything, but yeah. So when the emergency service you know, obviously took the guy and gave him surgery straight away. The rat had tunneled itself into like the intestines. Oh! And it died there.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so she put the rat in, or the rat?
No, she didn't put the rat in. She was the telephone lady. Oh. The emergency telephone lady. And the guy, like, it was two guys.
Oh,
they were
wow.
Real kinky.
Wow.
But yeah, I think that's the most craziest thing I've heard. Like, I have heard like really, you know, awful things that's happened to people, but I think that one just like ticks the box. Like, I wasn't expecting to, you know, take this client and this is the story I'm gonna hear today. This is the story I'm gonna think about before bed. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Girl, I didn't think I would ever think of that before, ever hear something like that before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So moving forward, like lockdown is being lifted soon. Well, hopefully. Do you have anything planned for your business? Anything socially? Because now everything's going to be open again. Do you have this? Like, do you think like your business is going to be as consistent as it is right now? Like with everything going back to normal.
Yeah. So I have really big plans coming up this year. Because after this, because I viewed some properties for, you know, my next step of opening a shop.
Oh, okay.
To do the nails, and I need to figure out stuff like financially first before I take the big step. But I am like, you know, ready to open up a shop soon, and that's my next goal. Wow. I'm planning on doing that. Getting all that sorted out in the next 2 weeks, I think.
Wow.
I won't say too much.
Like, other than your business, like with you doing stuff socially with your friends and stuff, like what do you have planned with the pandemic being lifted?
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely nothing like planned with my partner, with my family, or like friends just now, because I don't want to spend money and not get it back.
Oh yeah,
like a lot of people did last year. So I'm gonna wait and see, because I really want to go back home and stuff, but you have to quarantine for like another like 2 weeks when you get there, and I can't, because I work for myself, I cannot take that much time away from work. You know.
And by home you mean the Philippines?
Yeah.
When was the last time that you went back?
I think the last time I went back was probably like 5-6 years. Like, it's been a long time, but that's just because of like exams in school, and because I was in college doing nursing, access to nursing, you know, they don't let you have breaks.
That's true.
So I couldn't really do that. But it's weird because when my mom and my sister went to Philippines, they asked if I wanted to come, and I said no, I couldn't because of the college course. But then I literally dropped out a week later. So everything happens for a reason. Who knows? I could have died on the plane or something.
Oh my
but
gosh.
that's just what I tell myself.
So like, what's the difference then between the Philippines and Scotland?
Oh, absolutely everything. I mean, I feel like there's so much things to do. One, the weather. Two, like the cuisine and the freedom and stuff like that. Like, I mean, obviously when you're here and you come from somewhere else, like, you know, the whole like stuff about like racism.
Oh
and stuff
yeah,
like
racism.
That.
So would you have have you experienced racism then in Scotland?
Oh yeah, like see when all that stuff was going on before, and a lot of people from like Britain and stuff said that there's no racism here. I mean,
yeah.
from my own experience, there definitely is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, all my life, like, I've been called a chinky, and especially now that there's coronavirus, I walk past some places and I'll hear someone shout coronavirus this and all that shit, and then all that stuff. But there was this one time that I'll never forget. It was when I was in 4th year and my sister was in like primary 5 or something like that. And we were walking to school together. And normally me and my friend Joanna, we meet up at this park so that we can walk into school together and stuff. So this woman, she gets at the bus and she's already like really angry about something. And then, you know, I just look back, you know, curiosity. And then next thing I know, she's shouting chinky this, chinky that. So I'm like really scared. So I'm telling my sister, you know what, go run to the park, because as long as she's, you know, in safe arms, whatever, because I don't want to make it too sus that we're running away from her.
Yeah, true.
So we meet up with Joanna, we're crossing the street, and then I'm telling Joanna what happened. Joanna looks back and she's telling me this lady is running towards us. So I'm like, oh
my
shit,
gosh.
okay. Oh, I need to like prepare myself. I don't know, I've never been in a fight before. By the time I know it, this lady, like, she grabs my throat. She even tried to like attack my sister as well.
Oh my gosh.
And this lady was, I think she was probably like in her mid to late 20s.
What?
Yeah. And what do
you
you
were
call it?
gonna say like 50 or something.
No, like she even what do you call it? Joanna asked me if I was okay and stuff. I was like, yeah, she only choked me. I mean, at least not only choked me, but I mean, Joanna was like, no, she punched you in the face, and I was like,
what was this?
Well, I just completely blacked out. Like, not blacked out, but I just kind of like lost track of everything. Like, I don't know, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's the first time I would say I was like really like proper racial abuse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is actually I have never experienced that. Like,
even when when my mom first came to the country, right? She was getting off the bus and these two guys punched her in the face. Yeah, she had two black bruises and stuff.
oh my
And obviously
gosh.
they ran away, so she couldn't even do anything. So obviously when people say, you know, there's no racism here, it's always coming from
Yeah, it's always coming from the ones that live here.
that, you know.
Nah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That is horrible. And obviously, like, there have been like social media has been like raising awareness for Asians as well. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
No, I'm really happy about that, because obviously we all know like racism towards Asians are, you know, so normalized, and I feel like right now there's a lot of, I don't want to say competition because it's not with everything, but there's a lot of like people you know, competing who's getting more racially abused and all that shit. But it's just like we're all trying to make a difference, you know what I mean?
I think people need to realize that we're all foreigners at the end of the day,
I
so
know.
we're all gonna go through the same thing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter like, oh, I went through this and mine is better than yours story. Like, at the end of the day, like, it depends on where you're from, like what city you're in. Everyone's experience is going to be different, but you can't belittle somebody else's experience by saying that you don't know how it feels, because it's wrong to say that. Racism is definitely in the UK.
Definitely.
How is your support system, like, with your business, like with your family, your friends, and people in Scotland, Glasgow? Have you had like a really good support system here?
Yeah, I think I've from the day I started, like, so many people from, you know, our Glasgow community have, you know, really actually supported me, and they always, so many of them compliment me, and they always, like, you know, tell me how much they're like so happy for me because I've did so well and stuff like that, and the continuous word spread about the business is all to do with the people who have shared my me and my sister's page. You know, there's some people who even like give out my number.
Oh my gosh.
To get appointments. But nah, overall, like, it's been so amazing. Like, obviously there has been like a few people who have like trash talked the business.
How have you handled that?
As a businesswoman who wants to do well, you just have to learn how to let things go, because at the end of the day, these people are not adding anything to my life. Like, and they have had their like nails done here and stuff before, but you know, it's the case of whether should I take her or not. Because would people look at it as being unprofessional if I don't take them just because they said something bad? But it's just like, I feel like because it's your own business, you can take who you want, and if these people aren't going to do good for your business and it's going to trash talk your business, I feel like that's what makes it professional. Yeah, definitely. If you don't take them.
So what would you have done then, like, if your business wasn't as successful as it is right now? Like, what road would you have taken? Did you have a backup plan?
I would say the backup plan was teaching. Like, ever since I could work, when I was 16, I've been working. Like, I haven't stopped working and making money since I was 16. Because, you know, like, before, like, my mom, she would more likely let me go out with my friends because she was so strict if I had my own money and stuff. So that kind of like pushed me to get a job, just so I can, you know, have that freedom to do what I want with my money and stuff. But yeah, I would definitely go back into like teaching, because even after this, my plan in a year or two time, I'm gonna start teaching people how to do nails.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. I already have like a little student already, but I want to be able to like give out qualifications and stuff. So at least the lessons have been for something. But yeah.
So guys, I'm finally done with my nails. This is how they look. Thank you so much, Carmel, for doing my nails. I'm gonna put her link down below so that you can follow her on Instagram and check out her new stuff that's coming up as well. So see you guys later. Bye.